Hey, I'm Bryan. I'm a video reporter at The Post. I'm standing in front of where the Hong Kong Toilet Association is about to announce the best and the worst public toilets in the city.
呢個咧都係喺西環，就係呢個西營盤街市公廁。呢個咧我就基本上就好在唔係急入廁所，係真係為咗巡查嘅啫。
大家如果踩單車喺科學園對出嗰度嘅啫，呢個公廁，呢個廁所咧真係實至名歸嘅。呢個廁所咧係比喺香港嚟講，到目前為止，我覺得應該都係最好嘅一個廁所嚟嘅。
There you have it. Loo experts say that Pak Shek Kok has the best public toilet in Hong Kong, and Sang Pun Wet Market has one of the worst. But let's go see for ourselves. When I first moved to Hong Kong, I fell in love with the city's skyline, the food, the surrounding nature. But what I didn't realize was I would also fall in love with the public toilets, particularly how many there are. There were an estimated 800 public toilets in the city at last count in 2020. That's a lot of toilets, but it hasn't always been so easy to find one. Before becoming a British colony in 1842, Hong Kong, like much of the world, relied on outhouses with holes dug 6 feet deep into the ground. Everything that went in them was supposed to be treated with lime or calcium hydroxide to kill bacteria and prevent odor. It was often dug up and used as crop fertilizer. Where there was no space for an outhouse, people used buckets that had to be emptied and cleaned out daily. After the British occupied Hong Kong, colonial health officials expressed concerns about the spread of diseases, and there was a push for proper sewage. But before the plumbing was in place, their worst fears came true. In 1894, the city suffered a bubonic plague outbreak that killed over 2,500 people in 1 year. The disease would ravage the region for another 30 years, which prompted Hong Kong officials to speed up the task of constructing sewage and stormwater drainage systems. Throughout the 20th century, public toilets like this one here in Pak Shek Kok have only gotten better. This year, the experts have determined that this one is the best in all of Hong Kong. So how did the Toilet Association determine that? They used a Cash Plus Me rubric: comfort, accessibility, safety, hygiene, plus management and education. I'll be the judge of this one. First impression, it's so nice. There are plants right when you walk in. Everything looks freshly cleaned, and if you go over to the other side, there's a stall and urinal for disabled and elderly folk. Again, very clean. Okay, is there toilet paper? There's toilet paper, thank God. I always check for that. How about the other stalls? Everything looks brand new. There's even a design on the wall of a bike. Comfort level is 10 out of 10. I also give the bathroom a 10 for accessibility. Did I feel safe? Personally, I did. Safety, 10 out of 10. It was definitely clean, pretty much spotless. Hygiene, also a 10. Ask for management, I asked someone else who used it.
呢個洗手間咧，因為我平時我都會喺呢個即係海旁去跑步啦，即係吐露港側邊。咁咧就我哋有時都好需要有啲梳洗啊，即係休息嘅時間。啱啱呢個位置非常之好嘅，其實咁而且裡面咧係即係通風啊，各樣嘢都好衞生、好乾淨嘅。咁我見裏面空間都好大嚇，咁呢啲都係即係我非常之欣賞。
And last but not least, I learned a lot from the materials on the wall. So education is 10 out of 10. Okay, so overall, I see how this is the best public toilet in Hong Kong, but I'm dying to know, how bad is the worst one really? I made it to Sang Pun Wet Market, which supposedly has the worst public toilet in the city. But I'm gonna go check it out for myself. Okay, first thing I notice is how small it is. There are no urinals or dividers, just a metal grate. It's not very comfortable, so I'll say 4 out of 10. The walls, floor, and sink are all stained and covered in water. I'd give it a 3 for accessibility. The stall is okay, but at least there's toilet paper. Did I feel safe? I mean, I felt personally pretty fine, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10. As for hygiene, it wasn't the best. It was definitely a little dirty, so I'll give that a 6. Again, I asked someone how they felt about using the bathroom.
Actually, I just want to sit down, actually, but when I see it, it's a little bit horrible. It was dirty at all.
Okay, so I do see why this is one of the worst public bathrooms in Hong Kong, and I'm not really interested in personally seeing the rest of what's on the list. But if you're interested, go ahead and click on the article link in the description below. I'm back at the office and I've had time to reflect. I've realized how important it is for a city to have clean and accessible public toilets. Because really, where would I be without them? Even though there's a list of the worst, it's clear that there are people passionate enough to ensure that every public toilet in the city is up to standards. I'd say, go judge for yourself.